One of the things that was extraordinary about the Mississippi for Twain, and he wrote about this in Life on the Mississippi, was the ways in which it was always a new river. He probably had not read Heraclitus, the ancient philosopher who said you can never step in the same river twice. But he would have recognized that as true. Now, maybe he did read Heraclitus, but certainly when he was a cub pilot, he hadn't read Heraclitus. And part of the lesson that he had to learn was it's never the same river twice, but it's always the same river. And the Mississippi was really the first paradox that he had to jump into with both feet, if you will, because the river was constantly changing. It was changing its course. It was sometimes jumping its banks and washing away whole towns. But it was also constantly following a path which, if you knew the basic path well enough in every way, in your mind's eye, you could read the river in all of its changes. When we think about it now, it's miraculous that more boats didn't crash into the shore, and that more boats didn't have many more problems when there were bluff reefs and wind reefs and towheads and all kinds of unexpected things coming your way that you hadn't seen before. And even as Twain wrote, if you managed to memorize the river going down it, you found that going up it, it was a completely different river again. There's something that is almost Zen-like about that command to steer by the river in your head. What does that mean? Whatever it means, it was what you needed to do to get your boat through the water. And I think that, excuse me, I think that one could say that Twain appreciated the idea of steering by the river in your head on a number of levels. For example, one of the main targets of a number of his early sketches is what I would call the sin of literalness. People who go through life observing the letter of the law, meaning a moral law or social law, but violating the spirit of it. Like he has a piece about the good little boy who didn't prosper, about a little boy who really wants to get into the Sunday school books and keeps doing all the things that little boys in Sunday school books do, but it doesn't work out. It all turns out bad. And what Twain is trying to show in that story is you can't just blindly, myopically follow the rules and repeat what someone else did. That the essence of moral behavior is steering by an inner compass. It involves responding to the exigencies of the moment, recognizing that certain circumstances are a little different, and modifying your judgment accordingly. And I think that the river was a great guide for Twain to the unpredictability, the precariousness, the variability of circumstances, of experiences, and of the difficulty of coming up with universal injunctions for what to do when.